In Ephesians 3, Paul's going to continue talking about being in prison. And I kept thinking about something that happened so many years ago. So I had this babysitter named Phyllis, I believe. I might have got the name wrong. She always had M&Ms in her purse. Has anybody been that type of babysitter or grandma? You had candy in your purse and the kids knew it? I mean, that is the coolest kind of babysitter or grandma possible. But anyway, this very eventful evening, I was going to change that babysitter's opinion of me forever. So we have this shed in our property, and there's a padlock on the shed. I somehow convinced my little sister to go into the shed. And I somehow had the keys inside the shed after it got locked, because it was, I don't know. Anyway, she was screaming and screaming. I'm like, slide the keys under the door. She wouldn't listen. She started screaming and screaming. The babysitter came out frantic. Ah! She dialed 911. We had the whole shebang out there as they got my sister out of the shed. She was indeed imprisoned. Oh my goodness. And that's all I could think about when I started reading Ephesians 3:1. For this reason, I, Paul, a prisoner of Christ, of Jesus, on behalf of you Gentiles. So the Apostle Paul used to be Saul. In a rage, a fury, he was on the road to Damascus. He was going to drag Christians off to prison, and they may have been killed. But in that rage of fury on the road to Damascus, a bright light shone. It floored everybody. And Jesus appeared to Saul. Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? And I find that interesting, because now this same Saul, who is Paul, who made a 180-degree turn because of Jesus appearing to him, is now in prison himself. But he declares that he is a prisoner of Jesus Christ on behalf of the Gentiles. This concept of being a prisoner, it's not, for Paul, it was not bad. For Paul, it was leaving everything behind to follow Christ. Everything behind to become a prisoner of Jesus. Isn't that cool?